David Phillips, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Katie.
All right. Well, this is a crazy story. Most of us are familiar with frequent flyer programs associated with airlines or hotels or credit cards. This was one that was offered a promotion by Healthy Choice. Tell me how it worked.
Well, the original offer was that for every Healthy Choice product you bought, they would send you 50 frequent flyer miles. They did it in groups of 10. So every 10 products you bought and mailed into them, they'd send you a certificate for 500 miles.
Wow. And you decided that that pudding would be the best thing to purchase, despite the fact that Healthy Choice makes about 300 different products. So why pudding?
Well, I started off with the frozen foods and kind of worked my way through the store trying to find the least cost item. And I didn't have a freezer big enough to store all of those frozen products, so I moved on to the non-perishable section first. And quickly went into soup. I found some soup that was pretty good. I actually ate my way through the whole Healthy Choice line by the time I was through. And ultimately, I stumbled across chocolate pudding selling for 25 cents a piece in the single cup. This is the actual cups that I was buying. They were kind of a sample size. And really, it was just the economics of the pudding that made it work out so good for me.
You get more bang for the buck. So,
right.
Did you have to scour the whole region for Healthy Choice pudding, or I understand that you basically shopped at a mom and pop grocery store in your area, right?
That's right. Yeah, I found these puddings for sale at a grocery outlet store locally here in Woodland, California, and basically cleared their shelves off, and then I checked their internet site and found all the locations between here and Fresno. And one weekend, as I was driving my mother-in-law back home, she and I stopped off at 10 different grocery outlet stores along the way and basically cleared out the shelves from here to Fresno of chocolate pudding. And
didn't the store you're standing in now also, weren't they helpful? Didn't they order more chocolate pudding for you to make sure you had your fix?
That's right. Yeah, one van load of pudding wasn't enough for me, so I had made arrangements with the owner here of the store to actually check the inventory in the warehouse and find out how many cases of pudding they could order. And he actually put in a special order for me and ordered 60 more cases of 144 cups of pudding, and brought them in on the pallet, and I loaded them up in my van and took them back home.
Now, to earn 1.25 million frequent flyer miles the old-fashioned way, flying, you know, getting on a plane, you'd have to fly from New York to San Francisco round trip over 240 times. How much did this cost you?
It cost me a little over $3,000 in products, and the great thing about this effort, I had to explain to my wife, what in the world I was going to do with all of this pudding before she'd give me the go-ahead. And so I called around and made arrangements with some local charities to donate the pudding to a food bank here in town.
Which is so nice. I know you donated some to the Salvation Army and some to a local food bank, but you did eat a few of them, and you say they're not bad, right?
Yeah, it's the all-pudding diet. I used to weigh 500 pounds. I've been eating nothing but pudding for the past 6 months.
Very funny. Now listen, did your friends and family think you were absolutely nuts doing this? Because I kind of think you are.
Yeah, they're used to me doing nutty things. I tend to do things kind of to their extreme. When I plant flower bulbs, it's not just a few. Last year I planted, I think, about 3,000 flower bulbs in the garden. So
you do things in a big way.
Yeah, exactly.
So how much are these airline tickets worth?
It really depends on how you use them. They're, for me, they're invaluable because the great thing about these using the awards is that they give you a lot of flexibility in how you do your trips.
And you're going to Europe with your wife and your 2 kids?
Right, yeah. I have a lovely wife, Cindy, and 2 daughters, Katie, 7, and Emma, 5. And we're making a trip to Europe over Easter. We're going to go visit some friends in near Milan in Italy, then do a week in Barcelona, and then stop over in London to go see The Lion King for a night.
Oh, it sounds great. Well, it's probably worth your while. Hey, listen, now that the mission you've embarked on is accomplished, when you see a little container of Healthy Choice pudding, does it make you yak?
No, I still like it.
You do?
Yeah, I happen to like chocolate pudding from the beginning, and I still do. So I still eat it pretty regularly. So.
All right. Well, David Phillips, it's a funny story, and congratulations. It took a lot of perseverance to do this, and it paid off, obviously.
Yeah, great.
All right. Well, have a good trip.
Okay, thanks, Katie.
And tell your wife I agree with her.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, thanks a lot.